Well, we've been covering Ithaca's homeless encampment known as the Jungle for years here on WENY. Efforts to clean the jungle have been tried before, but the latest one, will it work?
That's right, and I take a look and I dig deeper into the issue and find out just what is the jungle.
Police in Ithaca are investigating the death
The
of
man
a
badly
53-year-old
burned when his tent caught fire on what is known as the Jungle.
Ithaca's homeless encampment known as the Jungle is raising concerns about homelessness.
December 11, 2013, Rick Sherman died just trying to keep himself warm in his tent. It was a harsh winter in the jungle, one of the coldest in years. Rick's death was another alarm to the city that something had to be done. But just what is the jungle?
The second somebody comes into town and they say, I'm homeless, where can I go to go camp? The first place that somebody's going to say is the jungle.
Below the Ivy League campus, past the busy streets, hidden away in the woods. For over a century, people have called this place home. For Brian Shell, losing his job brought him to the jungle for 4 years.
Do it in the dead of winter when there's 3 feet of snow on the ground and it's 20 below zero. Try and stay warm. It's not easy.
He, like many others, tried to get out, but getting out is harder than you might think.
You just get depressed. It's straight up depression. And it just gets worse and worse as time goes on.
But this man gave Brian something to hope for.
So many people say, well, they don't want the help. Well, they do want the help. It's just overwhelming.
Carmen Guidi not only gave Brian a place to stay, but adopted his son, Jake, who they lovingly call Jungle Baby. Brian and countless other previous jungle residents now live here at Second Wind Cottages, which Carmen built behind his auto body shop off Route 13. But he couldn't do it all on his own. Carmen recruited the rescue mission to bring more shelters to the area. They built Court Street Place, a shelter for homeless men, in 2012, and took over for the Red Cross in 2013. But just hours after the grand opening last month, another death in the jungle.
How in the world the richest county and the lowest unemployment in the state of New York can have such a thing?
Ithaca College professor Gosa Sky has been studying the jungle for over 20 years. He has a theory as to why it's been around for so long.
The march of the penguins. What is it inside of them that drives them to continue through that journey, to be what do they want to be? To be among themselves who look like them, feel like them.
I didn't move down here because I was homeless. I wasn't homeless. I moved down here because I felt part of life down here. I loved it down here.
This march proves true for Joe, who says he wants to stay in the jungle.
And now I live in Newfield because they tore my house down. Everything I believed in is gone. Surveyor Sonate lied to me.
As you can see, the city came in and bulldozed parts of the jungle, and it seems to be working. The jungle is empty, but after generations of being around, is this going to be the effort that works?
3 years ago, I thought we shouldn't clear the jungle because we didn't have places for people to go. 2 years ago, I felt the same. A year ago, I felt the same. So what's changed? We have more shelter options, lots more shelter options, between Carmen's, trailers and cottages, the Court Street mission, the rescue mission, Magnolia House. And we've lost too many people down there. I mean, Rick's death and Russell's death were the last straws. With William being injured in that fire, I couldn't continue to enable people to live down there.
William was the most recent victim in the jungle, burned after a propane tank exploded near his campsite just outside the jungle limits.
If you bulldoze this area, they move down somewhere else, 200-300 yards.
With the weather warming, it's a waiting game to see if the jungle fills again, but for some in Ithaca, they'll keep trying.
There's always more to be done. I never feel like we've arrived,
For Brian, others in the jungle, and people like Rick. But will it ever be enough?
I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to get help.
In Ithaca, Kellie Meyer, WENY News.
And a documentary on homelessness will be shown at a fundraising premiere next Thursday, May 22nd at 6:30 at Cinemopolis in Ithaca. All proceeds going to the rescue mission and Second Wind.